Hey everybody, it's Kirk from Speakeasy. In just about an hour, we're going to be having our first weekly rollover for the people who got in right when the Drinks by Speakeasy protocol launched. So I thought I'd take a quick second to talk about what you need to be doing when a rollover happens, particularly focused on the exchange and how that's working. So basically, when your weekly timer comes up, the first thing you need to do is over in the My Rewards section and determine what you want to do when this timer here clears. So you have a couple of options. Just like in the first version, you can either let it ride or cash out. Now, the function of these two is the let it ride is just taking 100% of your previous week's earnings and rewards and putting them back into the contract. So you're compounding your bag. So that's what let it ride is. Cash out is the exact opposite. It will take 100% of your drinks rewards for the previous week and put them in your wallet. So those are those two options that we have always had. We've now added this second area, which allows you to pick a percentage of how much you want to compound versus claim. So the way the buttons work is these buttons are representative of the amount that you want to claim. So then the other balance is the compounding amount. So for instance, if I select the 25, that's going to be, I'm going to withdraw or claim 25, and I'm going to reinvest the balance, which in this case would be 75. So this gives you a little bit more flexibility than we had before in terms of determining a percentage. And in fact, while we don't give financial advice, and you can obviously run your bag however you'd like, we're suggesting the best practice for the protocol is to do this option, the 25-75, so that you're taking out 25% of your rewards every week, and then you are reinvesting 75%. So, but that choice, of course, is yours to make. So that's on the My Reward side. The important thing, though, to remember is if you are trying to build your bag, because in this bag, even getting to a max wallet takes some time. So we have a max for today of 10 million drinks that can come in just for today, and then it's going to go back down to the 3 million, which is going to be the standard. So at any rate, if you're still working on building your bag, what you want to do is put the amount of drinks that you want to add from your wallet here in this add drinks area, and then click let it ride. So that will give you all of the rewards plus the additional back into the contract. That's the only way that you can add drinks to the contract and build up your bag. Now, remember that you can't do this add drinks thing with any other function besides this let it ride function. So if you cash out, it won't work. And if you use one of these percentages, it won't work. So the idea being, of course, if you're wanting to put more drinks in, you might as well use your drinks rewards first. So you can't do a combination of taking drinks out in rewards and putting drinks in at the same time, if that makes sense. So if you have any questions about that part, just reach out in the chat and myself or one of the bartenders can explain it to you. Okay, let's move over to the exchange. So this is the first week that the exchange will be available. So again, if you are putting in additional drinks and aren't actually taking out any rewards this week, then this won't apply to you quite yet until you're ready to do that. But once you are ready to take all or a part of the 25% that you're taking out in rewards into the exchange, let's talk about how to do that. And that is really the primary purpose of the exchange. I cannot emphasize this enough. Please do not use this on drinks that you've just bought on the open market and maybe made some price appreciation gains and then want to sell them. That is not what this is for. If you're doing that, please just sell them on the open market. The idea of the exchange is to take your rewards that you earn in the protocol and bring them over to the exchange and stake them for 30 days and get back USDT plus a 5% reward in USDT for doing that, because it's hugely helpful to the protocol because basically we're doing the exchange for you from drinks to USDT, which means there's not a buy, or excuse me, there's not a sell on the market. So that helps the price. So, but we only have a certain amount of funds available to fund the exchange. So we really don't want people to be putting in huge amounts, of their bag into this to do it this way. Now, we're going to keep a close eye on this to see how it works. And we're going to put in funds as we go along to try to keep the balance of funds available small enough that somebody just doesn't come in and take them all. And as I've mentioned in the chat, if we see people not using it in the right way, we'll make some changes to it, but hopefully it will work this way just fine. And so if you all respect that and just put in all or a portion of what you're withdrawing from the protocol in rewards here, then it should work very well. So let's talk about real quick how it works. Basically, the funds available is how much USDT is in this exchange contract. Right now, there's only 95 cents in there. And the reason for that is nobody should be using the exchange yet, because even if you have drinks in your wallet, again, they're not drinks that you earned as rewards in the protocol. So nobody should be using it. So we haven't put any money in there. We will be doing that shortly. So there are funds in there as of the rollover time for the entire protocol. So you would first look here on funds available and see how much is in there. If there's a very little amount in there, it could be that we just ran down and we need to re-inject. So you might want to wait a bit or ask in the chat or what have you. We'll try to keep on top of that, or there may not be any funds left available in the exchange account. If that becomes the case, I will definitely let people know in the chat, that we've used up all of our reserves and when we think we're going to be, getting some more reserves from the investments that we've done, etc. So we'll work through that communication in the Telegram chat. But anyway, let's just say there's plenty of funds in here. So what you're going to be doing is in this box, you're going to type in the amount of drinks you want to enter into the exchange. So I'll put in, let's just say, 100,000 drinks. Okay. So as you can see live, what it's doing is it is giving you what you're going to earn in USDT. And this amount includes your 5% bonus. So in other words, it's taking the current price, which you see right here, of 3028297, timesing it by 100,000 drinks, and then adding 5% to that, and giving you the full amount that you will get in USDT. So there's no taxes or anything in the exchange currently, so you would get this amount. So if there's 2971 available up here, then you can go ahead and approve this transaction. And so what would happen if you did do that is instantly the 2971 in USDT would be taken from this pool of funds available and locked up specifically for you. And a 30-day timer would begin, which you see a sample of this down here. So this one shows a test one of $9.34. This 30-day stake, there's still 14 days remaining on this. So when this unlocks, you just simply claim it and you would get this amount in USDT. So just wanted to make sure everybody understood that this transaction happens immediately based on the current price at the time you do it. So if the price of drinks changes one way or the other, that will not affect what you are getting paid out because it's immediately set aside for you at this price, and we can't touch it. You can't touch it. It's just sitting there for 30 days. So you can feel confident that you are, in fact, going to get this because it's actual token that is being set aside for you. So that is how the exchange works. So if you have any further questions, let me or one of the bartenders know in the main chat. And look forward to seeing everybody staking and claiming and all the great stuff in just an hour or so. Cheers.